What's up, everyone? My name is Chris Marsh with my boy Frank G. We are the hosts of Build the Empire podcast. Frank G, tell the people what we do.
What's going on, everybody? Chris and I, we discuss established empires while showcasing us building ours.
Frank G, you've had a pretty busy couple of weeks, I suppose. Where you been at? Where's your head at? Tell me.
Well, I just got back from Cali. I tell you, landed 7 a.m. on a Saturday.
You know, you did something that was interesting.
What's that?
You made it sound like Cali was like the grind. You were working too hard. It was tough. It was difficult. Like you're in the mud. Like you're just trekking it.
Did I
But
make it
I'm
sound
like-
like that?
What's that?
Did I make it sound like that?
A little bit. And I was just like, that's interesting because like New York is known for that. Like New York is the
Well-
grind. It's 24 hours, no sleep.
Well, it
So
technically was the New York grind in California because I have a corporate office in New York. I just went to Cali.
And what'd you do out there? Anything leisurely?
I had zero time for leisure activity. So I was in the mud.
You know, a lot of people who travel for work have similar experiences. They can't even enjoy the cities in which they go to. Now, that's kind of a sad thing that you can't. You didn't experience LA, California?
I did not this trip. However, I went back in January and I experienced a little bit of LA, a little bit of San Diego, which I loved. This trip was just longer hours, to be honest. And for all the people traveling for work to enjoy that, you just got it on your dime. Stay an extra day or two.
I don't know if I would want to travel for work. I wouldn't want to be stuck to it. I mean, speaking of work, I, in a way, feel like I got demoted. Very interesting, but I didn't really get demoted, and it wasn't my fault. And my company had my back, but a larger company wanted to change. Nothing I could do, I suppose.
I mean, sometimes it's just out of your hand. Can't control everything.
Yeah, but it's nice to know closure and
As in why?
Yeah, like why did I seemingly fail, but nobody's given you an explanation or even teachable moments, right? It's literally just this person did not want me to work this account, therefore it must be changed. So that sucks.
Well, you said your company has your back. So then did this not come from inside the company? Was this a
No,
client wanted
it
this
did
change?
not. Correct.
Okay,
Where
well,
the sales were, I mean, I was selling the shit out of their product. So it's the first time in my career where doing extremely good in a selling aspect did not give you the benefit of the doubt.
yeah, but you don't have control over or even the knowledge of why a client would not want to continue business with someone. I mean, the other day I switched a cleaning company for one of our stores in Hawaii who was doing services for us since 2019, simply because it was much more money.
Well, that is a very easy, logical thing to decipher, though. You look at your overhead, you make your changes, and unfortunately, that's business. I mean, you could have stayed with that company if they matched prices. You would have been like, sure.
Yeah, of course, but that wasn't the case.
No, it was not. My scenario, they just said there's no communication or lack of communication. I find this interesting considering we've done increased business sales month over month, and we've been crushing it as a partnership. So there has to be some sort of communication in order to do that. And then I find it very interesting that the complaints about communication in which I'm not communicated what I did wrong in examples.
Well, I mean, if it's a big client in this company, you're not the only person involved. I mean, you might be like the rep. So like it's a company reflection. It's not a sole salesman.
Well, I would say it is. It was that role that was then switched out, taken from me. that my company had to deal with to please the partner. Now, that cannot happen again. Now my buddy now is working with that account. And I told him, I'm like, you're fortunate because that company cannot turn around in 6 months and say, hey, this person is bad at communicating with vague, a vague explanation, because now our company probably wouldn't stand for that. Right. I mean, that just makes sense from a political world.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that would be their top priority if they changed it.
And again, my boss's main concern is that my morale is not like minimized at all.
I mean, it was
I'll see how the paycheck is.
It shouldn't be. It's sales, right? We preach that all the time, highs and lows.
Yeah, but you want to be paid, I guess, accordingly. I was talking to someone who's very interesting. It was about this particular situation. And it was the definition of, I guess, being valued. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if I'm valued or not from my company, if my pay is adequate to my liking. Now, not being respected is different.
Yeah, but why you wouldn't be working for them if that was the case, if they felt that way towards you.
Sure. So then I guess that would be borderline. Well, you don't know. I mean, sometimes you have to eat shit and get low pay in order to get increased pay.
Yeah, absolutely. But you should be able to see the path you're on, or I guess at least how your company treats you. You see the morale of them.
Correct. But would that change or inflict how you think in any sort of way? I don't think I'd care if my money's right. As long as my money's right and I'm not disrespected where I got to tell you fuck off and walk out, we're good.
Well, yeah, because now you're happy or content. So
yeah. So I don't care who thinks I'm valuable or not valuable. I would hope I'm valuable.
You care a little bit, right? Because you care to stay and make your pay. But I hear you what you're saying. You could potentially leave the company and go somewhere else because you know your own value.
Well, it's interesting as I'm growing older. Even that seems very complex because you don't want to devalue what you now perceive yourself.
I mean, if you leave,
yeah.
Well, you'd have to move. You either have to move laterally or forward. I mean, you don't
or backwards. I mean,
well, you don't want to do that, yeah.
Well, it's hard if you're built up what you get paid, I suppose, to a company, and then I don't know, it's a good amount of cash, man. I like cash. I remember the first time. I remember when I worked at Yelp, I was getting paid 30 grand. I'm like, fuck. Thought it was all right, I suppose. 30, 40 grand a year.
That was probably one of your first salaries.
Yeah, for the most part, it was a corporate-y, very corporate-y job. I mean, the office was like Google. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, 23, I was happy with 30K. Then 24 comes.
But we were so stupid. Why do we think so little? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if that's the path of life or if we were just dumb.
That's the working middle class.
Is that the working force? Like do companies look at your age and then put you in the bracket of what you're paid for?
It's many things. It's also zero experience. They will put you at the bottom, the way bottom, because they know they can take advantage of that.
Bro, it's crazy if you're making 30, 40 grand and I got to pay like 5 grand just to commute to work and eat lunch there.
Yeah, they should be paying for that.
They should be paying for that. They should be. So something happened to me, which I feel like deep down, you're going to feel some type of way because you're a prick.
It's very judgmental of you.
I did get called back into the office. I saw May 3rd.
May 3rd. That's less than a month away, man.
I said that today. I know. Trust me, I know.
One day. April 4th,
oh,
May 3rd.
Yeah, to be at home for over 2 years.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I look at it like, 40 years of work and then you retire typically is like the cliche, I guess, how it works. To, I guess, have two of it at home is a dub.
Well, you would hope in the future you get more of those.
That yeah, I sure do hope so.
Yeah,
Um, the 5-day work week did turn into a 3-day work week, so that's a change already.
that's huge.
That is pretty big. Um, my thought process on this is that studies do show that remote workers are typically happy and performing well.
Is that the case?
That is the case.
Well, I feel like it could go both ways though, but I guess typically means majority.
So this is where I'm trying to break it down. And it's interesting, right? Because I obviously want to work from home, but if I was a CEO, I would want all my workers in.
Yeah, my boss is has a very high executive role, and he wants us all in, so we're in.
Yeah, I would want my workers under one roof, and especially if I'm a CEO, it's essentially my office, and I'll chill in like another home. But I guess for the workers and myself, I can understand their point too. But so the times I don't work and I am smoking weed or laying in bed, chilling,
Mm.
it makes me more focused when I am actually working. This like when I'm actually working, I
As
am more.
in,
Go
as
ahead.
in, so as in a 15-minute break helps you work.
Sure, that the, supposedly
Well,
studies show that the.
you
Go ahead.
you could take that in the office.
Well, this is where it's different. So in the office, you're monitored by your management watching you. So you just can't chill there for 20 minutes. You got to pretend you're doing meaningless tasks, which tires you out to do the focused ones.
Oh, I hired two temps today, and first thing one of them asked me is like, "Do we? So what? We get an hour break? Do we get 5-10 minute breaks?"
Damn, already asked about breaks and PTO, huh?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
probably regretted that.
Well, he got a 5-minute break when he asked. So,
I mean, so I'll make you laugh.
mm,
Or maybe not. I don't know. Sales contest rolls around start of this month. It's like if you get 5 applications, you get $10. I found this to be laughable. And then
okay,
if you want, you could gamble that $10 into rock, paper, scissors over the
interesting.
virtual to double up for $20. Now, I'm laughing at this whole thing, and I hate these type of things because I feel like I'm a student in school,
10
and
bucks.
$10, and like this is like a good application day is like 3-4, so 5 is like going a little beyond.
Above and beyond, and they give
Yeah,
you 10
yeah, for
bucks.
$10, for $10,
that you could gamble away for 20
and then you
bucks.
could gamble away
Wait,
nonetheless.
but if you lose that gamble, who gets money? Nobody.
No one,
That's so fucked up.
and it's all taxed.
Oh my god, really?
So
Oh
yeah,
boy.
so our first day was Friday, first day of the month. I'm pissed off because I got off this account. So I wanted to mic drop that account and sell $500,000 for them. And I came close. I did 340. And I told my boss, I'm like, I just don't understand. They're telling me they miss me. I just closed so much business and I'm being removed. And I just got like a like I didn't get a respond back. I just got a
From your
like a
boss.
yeah. And
Interesting.
because he can't validate it, I believe. That's my scenario. I don't think he wanted this change. But long behold, I was the only one who won the contest on Friday.
Nice kid.
Today he tries to boost my morale. He's like, yo, out of 20 people, you were the only one who got it. He's like, you got the $10. You want to gamble it? I'm like, I said no. So he laughed at me. I'm like, look, man, I'm just not gonna sit here on Zoom and play virtual rock paper scissors to gamble $10.
Who is he? Who's doing the rock paper scissors for the company? Like who's trying to make you lose?
I guess the managers. I would have had to go on a Zoom like me and you and play rock paper scissors. So this is actually not. This is a bad habit for me.
Yeah, I tell you, that's just not a good contest in the company you're in.
I'm glad an outsider could see that. This is very silly, man. Very silly.
And then he
Now-
asked if you wanted to play rock paper scissors. I tell you, that's great, bro. Oh,
I mean, bro, what would you have done? You can't play rock paper scissors. You can't be waiting in the Google Meet room. Boop. I'm ready to play my game.
Yeah, like was there a crowd watching you play rock paper scissors?
You can pretend to lag a split second.
That's what I'm saying. If this ain't recorded, and your boss is your boy, yeah, he won the rock paper scissors.
That is a great point. Yeah, because the contest should be giving you 20 and doubling up to 40 anyway.
At least it should be a $50 like win.
when
$10 an
this-
application.
When this contest came out, my boy's like, "Oh, at least if you get it, you get a free lunch." I'm like, "It's half a lunch."
Yeah, for real. Maybe a lunch when you're like 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That's funny. Not a good way to boost morale, I'll tell you that. I always thought when like my company gave Ferragamo bucks as like incentives, I thought it was a little silly, but that's way better than $10.
I tell you, I feel like I want some Ferragamo bucks. I'd rather have fake currency of Ferragamo bucks currently than $10 I got.
Well, the Ferragamo bucks eventually can get you something, but it sure takes a lot.
Like arcade bucks.
No, you could buy actual Ferragamo product. It's like a gift card.
Yeah, but like arcade, you need like 10,000 tickets for like a $20 item.
Well, yeah. I mean, you need
So this is
you
like
need
a
the
Deutsche
amount of
buck.
money. You need the amount of money that a shoe costs. So you need like $600.
Shroot bucks. So I watched Ozark, man.
You finish it.
I finished it, and I finished it in a way that hurt me so much because like I thought I had more left.
You were left on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, but like I shut it thinking I had 3 more episodes left, and that I shut it because I watched 4 straight.
I
So
get
I couldn't
why.
watch any more.
Also, every season's 10 episodes. This was 7.
Well, that's why I thought there was 3 more, and then I thought
Yeah.
there was a part like I thought it was a Sopranos like a part 4A or B and B.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
you're gonna get that. You just don't have it yet.
Well, I only had 7 episodes.
Yeah. Part B is coming out.
So most of what I've predicted throughout the show has been accurate.
So what are you saying?
Well-
it's an easy show to predict, or like you're just good at predicting things?
I would say it's an easy show to predict. I would not take credit of me being good at predicting things. I don't know. You could just tell who's gonna get killed, and it seems like they have every season someone gets killed. Like that's their thing.
Well, not in the beginning when.
Right at the end, everyone, bro.
No,
The
I know.
The first season, the Mexican dude died. He was a
You
main
didn't.
character.
You didn't think he was getting blasted, did you?
No.
So he died and got blasted.
Oh, well, then I started picking up on the patterns.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't necessarily know Snell was going to die either on the next
That was crazy.
season. But then I knew Helen was going.
Well, that's because the Martys can't go.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
birds,
pretty
I
much.
mean, the
Well,
birds can't die.
I guess you're just picking me out. And so these shows, though, these dark shows, Sopranos and Breaking Bad, and I don't even Game of Thrones. I think he just walked away, main character. I'm not sure. But
Yeah,
a
but
lot
he
of
still
times
killed
they
someone.
die.
Yeah. Well, the main
So-
character died in like every season in that show, Game of Thrones.
I am gonna say Wendy dies.
Yeah, I kind of thought she made, but that's because she's stepping out a little too much. She's like
She
extending
has
her
been. She's made everything turn.
complicated. Yeah, she's complicated everything.
Yeah, she's the reason why people has died, like
Yeah.
have gotten killed. She and Marty, like, he's starting to having flashbacks of, I guess, buying the office.
Yeah, with his partner.
And I think that's all he wants is to essentially go back. I think they're gonna give him his life. Now, who kills Wendy? I think it could be a few things. I think Ruth could potentially also die, but I'm unsure. And I also think the fucking son is in play here.
As in he may die or kill someone.
Yes, correct.
I can't imagine. I feel like the son may come around and then bad things gonna happen to the
Well,
family.
his son has been selling them out left and right to everyone, whoever, the worst possible things.
Well, didn't he like get in trouble once and then came crying to daddy?
Yeah, that was great. But I mean, that's because the mom tried fucking shit up.
And then somehow it was found out. Like the guy at the motel.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Marty already knew. Marty knows everything 3 steps before people know. It's great.
Yeah, he's a
Except
genius.
Navarro. Navarro knows what Marty's pretty much doing.
Yeah.
But in the trailer, they show Ruth killing Javi.
Well, they show the setup. You don't know if she can get it off.
I mean, it looked like she got it off, kid.
Well, that's because he killed. Well, you could see that happening because he killed her brother. But I don't know.
Well, that's where she's going right now. She was going to the Kansas City mob to kill him.
That may
He
get
said
her
it's
killed.
not him. And then Jonah just told Ruth, because she came in busting with a rifle, getting ready to blow Marty off. Marty's the most calm person.
He was so calm. Yeah.
Yo, he's the most calm person. Don't make sense. And Jonah said it was Javi, and that's where she's going. So I think she's probably going to get that kill off. I do think it's going to be her and Wendy potentially dead.
Yeah, I mean they seem to be finishing off. I mean, Snell, she was the main character, making crazy mistakes. Wendy's making crazy mistakes. But then I don't know. Ruth may live, but I kind of hope Ruth lives. But that would be not a disappointment, but certainly that would hit home. I mean, she is kind of annoying when but well, look at all the shit that's happened to her since she like joined the Birds. Dad's dead, brother's dead, Ben's dead.
No,
Everyone's dead.
I can't accept that. One, her father was a convicted felon trying to manipulate her.
Well,
she
she didn't
killed
like
her
him that
uncles
much,
to her
yeah.
cousin, in which Wendy killed her father. So it's the same scenario. She's being hypocritical. I mean, there was a scene just now at the end where she busted in with the rifle, and Marty's like, and she's like, "What? You're gonna get your family killed?" And meanwhile, her whole family's dead. So I don't know, man. But she's, as you wouldn't understand, quite brash.
She has a lot of brash opinions, you say?
Yeah. Who do you think's the most attractive on the show?
The most attractive on the show. Interesting. I feel like they don't really put anyone in like that like spotlight. They don't have like a sexy character, but like I'm like saying like they don't portray anyone like that.
Just gonna keep my mouth shut, wait for the answer.
I mean, I'm not gonna say the daughter.
She's 23.
Yeah, but she just looks really young. I wouldn't say she's the most attractive.
She plays 17, but I
to
guess
be
we got
honest,
the answer. So go ahead.
To be honest, it's just a weird show because I don't know if I ever felt any way about any of them. And then I'm even looking at Snell when she's making out with what's his name. I'm like, she's all right.
I said the same thing, kid. I said the same thing.
So like, I don't know. The show just it pulls you in eventually.
I mean, I guess it was a setup question, man. You had no way to win unless you said it was the drug buyer of the medical.
Oh yeah, true.
She played the
very
same
attractive
role.
lady.
Yeah, she was pretty attractive. She played the same role as the girl in Breaking Bad. Remember, he put the powder in her coffee. Oh, that was
Oh,
great.
yes.
That was great. Also, can you really kill someone by crushing some cherry pits?
I don't know, to be honest. I feel like if there is, they shouldn't have told everyone. But
I don't know. I'm watching with my lady, and she's like, "Yeah, it's a real thing." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I don't know why people eat cherries." I'm like, "Why not? Why?" I don't know.
I mean, I have 100% swallowed a cherry pit.
I don't.
I am still here, so I don't know.
I've never swallowed a cherry pit. Most of my life, I was allergic to it, and then
Well, so
my
you
lady
saved.
friend sitting there saying, "You see beside that?" I'm like, "No."
I mean, ironically, your allergy saved your life then, because
I
apparently,
don't know. I mean, apparently, your life wasn't in danger.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe you got to crush them up, but I certainly have swallowed a cherry pit. I would imagine it's the same thing as swallowing a watermelon seed, just a little bigger.
I just don't want no fruit that could put me in danger.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. Fruit's supposed to be delicious and a good time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you got anything else to say? What's going on in your life, kid? What's in that mind of yours?
The mind is always racing, man. The mind's always racing,
Hmm.
but we just stay grinding. It's just a little, tell you, a lot of work lately. A lot of work lately. Coming
Yeah,
from
I heard
everyone,
that.
though. It's coming from everyone, though. So it's got to be something.
It is a lot of work. I guess I would concur.
It just seems like ever since the pandemic, that's what happened. People who stuck it out or are left are working double what they once were.
Well, inflation increased 8%. Majority of companies who gave raises actually gave raises to not cover that expense. So
Well,
I don't know.
still hoping I get one of those.
I mean, I technically got it, but like it's all based on if I sell shit. I don't really know how hard or how difficult.
So you went up a tier and not a raise, like a salary raise.
I mean, I got a base percentage, which was not much, but then I got a commission structure, which was significant for me. Sucks for others.
So what? They removed that account and you got this restructured.
No, everyone has the same restructured.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's on the same comp plan. So people who were on different comp plans who got paid more, like we're now all even. Where I was on the lesser side of the plan. It's cool if I'm even. Great. But what happened was is I just had mainly one account that like did all of that. Now they took that one account away from me to give me five accounts to make up that one account, but like that's just five annoying other people I got to deal with.
In a way, that sounds like more work.
You know, I thought it would be initially, but I don't think so. It's just it's different kind of pain in the ass work. I don't know, man. It's all pain in the ass, no?
Working?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. One day hope to work for yourself.
Not everybody hopes that, but that would be great to wake up when you want on like a Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, that's because maybe people aren't thinking about it, but why would you not want that? I mean, it comes with a lot of responsibilities.
Well, because you very easily can get sucked into just paying your mortgage, your car
Yeah.
insurance, your car, your food, your travel, and you got no more money. That's it. All the money you earned just went out. So how else are you making money? You got to go back to the same job.
Well, yeah, because that's currently the only way you're thinking of making money, which I guess comes from being content with that money or not knowing what else is out there.
I don't know. Certainly 30s is an interesting time. I tell you that. Mortgage rates increased by like 2% in the past month and a half. That's unusual. Yeah. At least the markets came back a little bit. We made some money.
Yeah, still far off though.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head out, but I hope to see you. Maybe take some mushrooms or something.
We do. Yeah, watch a little Nat Geo.
You did?
No,
Oh, would have been great if you took some Nat Geo mushrooms and I guess watch Nat Geo.
sounds like a good time. Sounds like it may happen soon.
All right, I'm gonna smoke my Mighty Plus kid.
The Mighty Plus. My boy couldn't find accessories for weeks.
Mighty Plus is a great vaporizer. Apparently, it's the best vaporizer on the market.
That's why I told you to get it.
Listen, that's the only thing you told me that I
Hmm.
took
Uh,
to heart without
To-
like
to
second
heart.
guessing you, without like you just said trust me, and I trust me, I trusted you once before, and that fucked me. But I
You
just
can't
believed you with
trust me
this.
when I'm tripping.
I believe this one though. I just felt it like you're
It
like
also
just
took
do
like
it.
3 or 4 times.
Say again.
It also took a few times.
It may have taken a few times,
So
but then you tapped me down.
eventually you just saw the value in it.
You told me, you explained it better.
Hmm.
You said trust you. $450. Who wants to spend $450 on anything?
I feel like I just smelt that hit.
You smelled a fart.
I'll tell you, the only person that gets yelled at for smelling like weed with a vape.
What?
I said you're the only person that gets commented on for smelling like it when it's supposed to be a discreet smell.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. But
You enjoy that though.
I will, man. I will. I'll think of you.
We'll catch you guys next week. Peace and love.
Peace.